Hello friends, welcome back into the Golden Tee Lounge. Kevin Lindsay here. Happy Friday to you. Let's check out this week's Freaky Friday Daily Contest. It is the reverse round 2013, and you are taking a look at a beautiful disaster that I like to call Coconut Beach Hole 18. Now, because this is a hole 1, you have a 1 mile an hour wind, so it should not be as difficult as it could be. But if you are a longtime player of Golden Tee, you know how stressful this hole can be, especially when you have a good game going on. I'm worried that a 3-wood will come in too hot, skip right off, so I'm going to try my best to craft a A1 that is going to go around these trees with a high tee and land on the green, and that's not going to happen. So, apologies in advance for all of you that have DNF'd on hole 1. You can blame me and my team for that. We're not going to do that here. We are just going to keep it rolling. This is our first look at today's Freaky Friday Daily Contest. And because 2013, I mean, wow, it was already 10 years ago. This is a lot of fun. So you have Coconut Beach. Now you have Bear Lodge. This hole, 17 from Bear Lodge, always a lot of fun, especially if you're newer to the game, because with that right 10 green slope, it really helps you, or at least it helped me as a college kid, develop a sense of how to cut the ball, how to pull the ball back and cut it into the wind, or to worry about that right 10. And then we get to hole 3, which is Sequoia Grove 16. Dead center in some trees, so you have to make a decision. Do you want to use that 9 mile an hour wind blowing to the right to your advantage? Do you come in left to right with a high 5-wood or a 3-wood, or do you do a 3-wood right coming into left? The problem is you're fighting against the wind and you've got less space to work with because of the trees. So for this one, I'm just going to high tee a 3-wood, actually. I'm going to give it a decent hit, 128, nothing too hard. Of course, that's going to be just short enough to put me in a real bad place, in a bad mood. But that's all right. This is game 1. And by the time you guys see this video, it will probably be around 3 o'clock Central Time. Still plenty of time for you guys to either cut out of work early, go grab a beer with your buddy, your husband, wife, take the kids to Dave & Buster's or Buffalo Wild Wings, get them some food, and get some games of this week's Freaky Friday. Now, we get to Jackrabbit Junction, hole 15. And that was a terrible shot. Today is just the terrible gameplay Freaky Friday. Missed that chip. Didn't expect to make it, I'll be very honest with you. Now, because these old school courses are a little difficult, this is definitely going to be one Freaky Friday that you're going to play a few games in on. You're going to want to understand the pin placements, the wind, the tee, and all that, so you can try to perfect a game. And here's another great one, Cape Haven. This is hole 14. This is actually a beautiful setup. I'm just going to take a 10.5 degree driver, and I'm just going to throw that gently out there. Now, I got a little too cute. It was a great shot, but I got too cute and hit it too far to the left. You've got so much green to the right of you. Use it. I'm not saying hit it all the way out to the right and try to cut it in left, but just use more than I did. It got me to -2, so there's that. Now, Coconut 13. This is a trick shot. I always remember, and then I just as quickly forget what the damn shot is. Brian Bernhardt, who's, I don't know if he'll see this video, but he's going to be very disappointed in me. This, you might want to just fast forward this, because I'm going to try a 10.5. I don't think my 10.5 is going to be high enough. Oh, no, it is. I just have a terrible aim today. So, at least in this instance, the 10.5 degree driver will be the club that you may want to use. If you are fortunate enough to play terribly like me, don't try to get cute. Just get out on the fairway, take your par, or hole out from the fairway, take the birdie, whatever you got to do, and just walk away. This is a hole that if you, again, we're 10 years removed from this course, so you're not playing it as actively as back in the day, so you forget some of these shots, and that's why you're going to want to get a few more reps in and get some extra love in. Hole 7. This one is Bear Lodge number 12. Little lengthy for a par 4. But this one's nice. It's got an interesting shaped green. Maybe we can hold this out for eagle. Look at that. We hold it out for eagle on a terrible game. Literally holding out on hole 7 to get flipping -4. That's how rough it is here in the lounge this afternoon. But that's all right. It's Friday. We're getting out of here soon. We're going to have a great weekend. And that's all that matters. Now, Sequoia Grove number 11. This fun par 3. And of course, the Golden Tee IT Net gods have given us the pin that is right in front of the tree on the right-hand side. So do your best to not hit it too hard. Because if you do, you're probably getting wet. Look at that. Little high tee 6-iron soft, almost in the bottom of the cup. I'm going to have a ton of great shot points to go with a terrible round and a terrible score. All right, my friends, and then we get to hole 9, which is Jackrabbit Junction number 10, a hole that even if you've never played this course before, you are probably familiar because of Shots of the Week. It comes up at least every couple of months. I don't know if you can get much better than a setup here. 8 wood, 12 mile-an-hour wind blowing to about the 10 o'clock, down 6. With this wind, you should be able to hit it soft enough to hopefully avoid all the hills, all the BS. Now, it's okay if you get a little hill bounce, as long as it's soft like the one that I got there. You're putting from the fringe. Ignore the score. The important thing is you get that eagle and you get on out there and you get to Cape Haven, hole 9. Another drivable par 4. This one's kind of fun. Probably don't. I'm going to hit the 10.5. I'm telling myself, just hit a soft 9. It's not going to work because it's down 6, and even though that wind's blowing you towards the pin there, we'll go a little bit to this side so you can see how there's definitely some hills there. So you're going to want to hit that out to the left, kind of bring it in. You're going to want to hit it harder than I did. Still not a bad spot. The idea is same thing as the other Cape hole. Use that massive green to your advantage. Maybe get a little closer than me so you don't miss your putt. And boom, things are golden. Bear Lodge, number 8. We're not going to put any spin on it. We're going to just hit this a little soft. Not soft enough for that left 5, but pretty damn close. GoldenTee.com/locations to find a Golden Tee Live or Golden Tee PGA Tour 2022 game out there. There are plenty of them out there. And again, it's Friday. It's a perfect time to get out of the office early, relax, grab a cold beverage, and then take a look at hole 12, which is Coconut Beach number 7. This one, we're going to just pound this. It's 373, but you've got 8 mile-an-hour wind at your back. So use that to your advantage. You also can hit a low 9.5 if you want to ride it on down, but with that pin being so deep on the green, it's not worth going through the little rock chute, as I'll call it. High tee the 10.5 and just call it money. Sequoia Grove number 6 for hole 13 here. I don't normally thumb, but I'm going to try it here, probably embarrass myself, but we're going to go release on this. I hit that a little bit to the right and actually harder than I expected. That hole is going to be one that you'll see a lot of GSPs on because there's going to be a couple of hole-in-ones that get hit on this. And then you get to Bear Lodge. Now, this is a fun one, and depends on your definition of fun. Hole 14, hole number 5. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a look this long on Bear Lodge. 691. I don't care what ball you're using. There's no chance in hell that you're getting to the other side of that green. And I hope somebody proves me wrong. I would love to see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take our driver. Really wish we had some of them casual tee boxes right there. And we're going to hope. We're going to hope and pray. It's 403. This is tough. Yes, you could probably get a lot closer than I did. and power to whoever can. But man, that is... Okay, wow, I actually got it. Okay, I eat my own words as I almost make it to the green, but that's 400 yards. I was in a good enough position where I could hit a pretty clean A1 or almost A1, and I got some nice bounces. So good luck and Godspeed on that one. Hole 15, Jackrabbit Junction number 4. Now that you're getting towards the end of the round, you're going to get those heavier winds. So use that 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing left to your advantage. Push it on out there. And then we're going to just take 5 wood with bite. And we're going to just let that sucker roll right up on the green. A little short, but that's all right. We are also 1 week away from the Missouri Open down in St. Louis. GoldenTee.com for more information on that. PEGTTour.com as well. There's a event on Facebook. Check out the details. Hopefully we will see you guys down there. It's going to be an exciting weekend of Golden Tee, and the weather is going to be perfect both inside and outside. So looking forward to getting out there next week. Hole 16, Cape Haven 3. Again, this is where it's going to get a little tricky, especially for the newer players. You've got a pin that is tucked in the right. You've got a 12-mile-an-hour wind to the left. I've got 9-iron with super spin. I'm going to pull back to the A, and I'm going to probably hit it a little bit left of the 2. I want that to hook in, fight the wind, but also give me some room to potentially drop it in the cup. Now, again, I didn't hit that as hard as I should have, but the premise of what I was trying to do there did still happen. And at this point, if I could blur it very easily, I would be blurring the score because it's terrible. That's okay. Unfortunately, nowhere near the rare drivable tee box on Coconut Beach number 2 here. But it is a par 5, so it's going to be another opportunity for you, or excuse me, it's a par 4. So it is going to be another birdie opportunity. I always confuse it with the next one, which is the par 5. Ooh, that should have hit the stick. That was a little highway robbery. So, take the birdie. Beautiful club in my face there. And then hole 1, Sequoia Grove, number 1. $13-mile-an-hour wind right, pins in the right-hand area of the green. Put a little bite on that. Actually feels pretty good. Minus me not hitting it hard enough. Line, great. Strength of the shot, terrible. So, if you ignored my score, it wasn't that bad. Could be a ton better. But again, this is 2013 courses. So these courses are going to be a little bit more tougher than the ones you're playing now. So, GoldenTee.com/locations. Find that 2022 Golden Tee near you. Get your games in. You have until 9:59 a.m. Central Time on Saturday. Might be 8:59. I can't remember what the difference is in time anymore. Time's an illusion anyways. But you have all night long to get out there, have fun, play Golden Tee, stay safe, and we will see you guys next week for more Golden Tee action.